In this video, we will be talking all about real estate agents. Should you, as an investor, use one? Let's find out. In this video, we will discuss: what does a real estate agent do? How does a real estate agent get paid? How do real estate agents work with investors? The pros and cons of working with an agent as an investor. How to find a real estate agent. We'll talk about what qualities one should look for in an agent, and we'll talk about negotiating a real estate agent commission. Finally, how can Mashvisor help you with your agent find an investment property? Navigate the video using the chapters in the timeline below. What does a real estate agent do? A real estate agent is a professional who helps people buy, sell, or rent property. They work with clients to find the best possible deal on a piece of real estate and guide them through the process of buying and selling. A real estate agent may also manage properties for their clients and can provide advice on how to maintain or improve the value of a property as well. A real estate agent helps with the paperwork involved in buying or selling a property. They may negotiate the price of a property on behalf of a client. A real estate agent seeks out and provides information about properties to potential buyers. A real estate agent organizes views of properties. They provide basic market analysis. They offer value estimations. They market properties and produce promotional activities to help sell homes. They aid in the staging of homes. And they stay up to date on zoning regulations, fair housing laws, new real estate marketing strategies, and other relevant information so that their clients don't have to. Finally, they are often a counselor and a shoulder to cry on. Who does a real estate agent work for? A real estate agent typically works for a licensed real estate broker. The broker is the one who holds on to the agent's license and is responsible for their business management. The agent works under the broker and conducts various tasks related to buying, selling, and renting properties as an independent contractor for the company. How does one become a real estate agent? In the United States, real estate brokers and salespeople are licensed by state. Most states require they complete a certain amount of education and pass a state-administered exam, and of course pay a fee to be officially licensed. Some states have additional requirements, such as completing an internship or work under a more experienced broker for a set amount of time. How does a real estate agent get paid? A real estate agent typically gets paid a commission, which is a percentage of the sale price from a piece of real estate. For example, if the sale price of a home is $200,000 and the commission is 5%, the real estate agent would receive a portion of $10,000. The commission is usually split between the buyers and sellers' agents and their brokers as applicable. A real estate agent is not paid until the property is sold. In other words, if a buyer backs out of a deal, or if a deal for some reason falls through, then the real estate agent would not get paid. And it's important to note as well that under most circumstances, a seller is the one who pays the agents. A buyer very rarely will have to pay for a real estate agent's service. In most cases, a real estate agent works with a buyer or seller of a home or of a traditional piece of real estate. Some examples of such clients are first-time homebuyers, sellers who are relocating for work, people who are downsizing or upsizing due to change in family circumstance, or even those who are long-term lessees or renters. For an agent, working with investors is a different game completely. An investor is someone who buys property with the intention of holding it for a long-term profit. These clients are not interested in actually living in the property most of the time. They are more looking just to make money from the property. This means the agent's job is a little bit different when working with investors. Instead of finding a property that meets their personal needs and wants, the agent must find a property that meets the investor's criteria for profitability. And this can be a challenge, as the criteria for profitability often are very specific, and it may change depending on what's available and the current market conditions. The question for investors, of course, is always, should you work with a real estate agent? So let's go through some pros and cons for an investor working with an agent. There are many benefits to working with an experienced real estate agent when you are selling or buying an investment property. An agent can provide valuable local market insights to help you price your property competitively. Working with an agent gives you access to their network of industry professionals. An agent can provide access to a larger pool of potential investors, as they know a lot of buyers and sellers locally. On behalf of an investor, an agent can help screen and select real estate that is a good fit for a project. I've seen in my career where an agent has stepped in to talk to investors or a project's board of directors as a sales consultant. Not only is that wonderful from an informational perspective, but it's also great to save the investor's time as well. An agent can provide valuable feedback and guidance based on their experience working with other entrepreneurs and investors. Some cons of investors working with agents are, depending on if you are a buyer or a seller, you may have to pay the agent, which can certainly eat into your profits. You may worry that your agent may have a conflict of interest if they are representing both the entrepreneur and the investor at the same time. The agent may not be as committed in the success of the project as you may be. The entrepreneur gives up some control of the project by working with an agent. If the agent has many clients, the investor may not have their full attention. Next, let's talk about the ways you can find a quality real estate agent for your business. First, look in the newspaper. There are usually ads for real estate agents in the classified section, and you can see who's representing other for sale homes in the area. Ask friends, family, and acquaintances if they know a good real estate agent. Chances are they've had a positive experience with an agent at some point and they happily recommend them to you. Look for sale signs in your neighborhood or the neighborhoods that you're interested in working in. The agent's information should be listed on that sign. Go to open houses in your area and talk to the agents who are hosting them. If they're hosting that open house, they're likely willing to take on other homes in the area. Search online. There are a number of websites that list real estate agents, such as realtor.com, Zillow, and Mashvisor. Contact your local real estate board and ask for a list of reputable real estate agents in the area. Call local offices of real estate companies, such as Coldwell Banker or Century 21. They can set you up with a meeting with whomever is available at the office. Ask your current homeowner's insurance agent or mortgage broker for a recommendation. And finally, look for online reviews of real estate agents. Sites like Yelp and Google Reviews can be great resources when you're trying to find a good agent. What qualities do you look for in a real estate agent? Some important qualities to look for in a real estate agent include experience, knowledge of the market, and a fair commission. You also want to make sure the agent has a list of satisfied customers under their belt and they know how to find and access homes that meet your needs. Finally, it's great to find an agent who's personable and easy to work with so you can have a good experience throughout the whole investment buying process. Can you negotiate a real estate agent's commission? The answer is yes, you can negotiate a real estate agent's commission. In fact, it's quite common for buyers and sellers to do so. However, it is important to keep in mind that the agent's commission is not set in stone and is ultimately up to that agent to decide how much they want to accept or charge. With that said, there are some general guidelines you can follow when trying to negotiate an agent's commission. First thing to keep in mind is that the standard commission for a real estate agent in the United States is around 6%, and anything accepted above or below that amount will be reflected in the work that agent does for you. If it's a very high-end home, sometimes they will do a flat fee or accept a lesser commission. Similarly, if it's a very low-income property, they will accept a flat fee or ask for a larger piece of the pie. When you are discussing commissions with a real estate agent, be sure to have a clear understanding of what services that agent will actually be providing for you. Be sure to ask about hidden fees or expenses that may be associated with the agent's services. Be sure to let that agent know what your bottom line is in terms of payments and commission as well. And it really is in your best interest to talk to a couple of agents and see who you gel with and who you think will be best and who will work under your pricing parameters. Now let's go over some tips of how to get the most out of your real estate agent. Number 1, find an agent you can trust. This person will be handling a lot of sensitive information on your behalf, so it's very crucial you feel comfortable with them. Spend some time getting to know your agent and understand their experience in the industry. Be clear about your goals as an investor. Your agent will have to have a good understanding of what you're hoping to achieve so they can help you find the right property. So make sure to communicate your budget and your timeline and any other key details up front. Be prepared to be flexible. The real estate market is constantly changing and you may have to adjust your plans along the way. So just try and be open to new opportunities so that your agent will be able to find you the best investment property possible. Establish ground rules. Set clear expectations from the beginning. It's important that you and your agent are on the same page from the start. So be sure to establish rules and set clear expectations for your working relationship. Keep track of all of the important documents, communications, and deadlines. A real estate transaction can be a lot to keep track of, so attempt to stay organized as the best you can. Your agent can help you stay on top of things, but ultimately it's your transaction, so you are responsible to make sure you have all of the things that you'll need for the future. Think of like title documents, tax documents, all of those things you'll need. Keep a list of questions. Have your agent clarify anything that you don't understand. Throughout the process, there will inevitably be things that you don't understand. Rather than getting frustrated, simply ask your agent to clarify. They should be happy to answer any and all of your questions. Be mindful of their time. Remember that your agent is likely working with other clients as well. Try and be mindful of their schedule. Offer to do things that will save them time, such as scheduling showings all together in one day of showings instead of 2 every afternoon. Or try and use technology as best as you can to review properties or send back documentation to them. Check out open houses on your own. Once you've found a few properties online that you would like to see, try and attend open houses on your own if you can. This will give you a chance to check out the property without your agent, and you can see if it's really what you're looking for. Just be sure to give your agent feedback so they can narrow down your search based on your results. Make sure that you're available. Be responsive to their requests for information. In order for the agent to do their job, they're going to need your help. They're going to need information. So make sure that you're available to answer their questions and provide any requested info in a timely manner. And be transparent about money. Be upfront about your budget and be clear about any financial restrictions. This will help them find properties that are within your price range. Also, agents talk about money all day long. So if you have any questions about how their commission will be calculated, just ask them. They will probably either have a worksheet or they'll be able to draw you a flowchart. I have one. That's what I used to give my clients. Can Mashvisor help you find a real estate agent? Mashvisor can help you find a real estate agent that meets your specific needs and requirements. You can search for agents by location, experience, and even by language. You can also read reviews from other Mashvisor users to get an idea of what others may think of a particular agent. If you're not sure where to start, you can always connect with our customer support team for assistance. They're a really great group of people, so you'll enjoy them. Does Mashvisor replace the need for a real estate agent? Mashvisor should be used in harmony with the real estate agent. Start by using our search filters to identify properties that meet your investment criteria. A real estate agent will send you maybe dozens of properties to review and see if you want to check them out in person. And while they may help you along the way, analyzing and understanding the numbers and what you're looking at and what you can afford, and really what it means for your business is ultimately up to you and on your shoulders. And Mashvisor was created for that exact purpose. It gives you facts and shows you what property will be profitable for your investment portfolio. So if you want to check it out, you can get a free 7-day trial by using the link in the description of this video. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Michael, and I'll see you next time.